Welcome to today's Explainer. Look, society absolutely loves a martyr, especially when it comes to hustle culture. We've all heard the relentless drumbeat: grind harder, sleep less, put in way more hours, and you'll inevitably reach the top. But today, we are completely dismantling that sweat on your brow myth. We're diving into a fascinating piece of source material that breaks down how wealth is truly built. And spoiler alert, it's not about how exhausted you are, it's about the systems you create. Get ready to rethink literally everything you know about earning, because today's Explainer is all about how to become a millionaire by smart work, not hard work. Section 1. The hard work myth. Okay, let's dive into this, because from the time we are incredibly young, society programs us with this universally accepted piece of conventional wisdom about what it takes to be successful. We're taught that the direct path to success is paved entirely with raw, unyielding physical and mental effort. We're constantly told, work harder to become rich. I mean, it's basically the absolute anthem of the typical 12-hour daily grind, right? It implies this direct, unbreakable equation. More hours clocked equals more money in the bank. If you aren't rich yet, well, the assumption is you just aren't working hard enough. Society tells you to pick up that extra shift, stay at the office until midnight, sacrifice your weekends. You know the drill. But what if that's fundamentally backwards? Think about it. If raw physical effort was the sole secret to wealth, then the people doing the most grueling, back-breaking labor, like digging ditches or working triple shifts at a diner, they'd be the billionaires of the world. Clearly, the math doesn't add up. We have to break that instant loop of assuming effort always automatically equals a lucrative outcome. Section 2. Time versus wealth systems. This is where we experience a massive paradigm shift. The world's millionaires don't just work harder, they operate in a completely different reality. They focus entirely on results, not raw effort or the ticking clock. They understand the absolutely critical difference between trading minutes for dollars and building wealth systems. 12 hours a day. Man, just imagine the sheer draining effort of that traditional path. Waking up in the dark, battling heavy traffic, grinding through task after task, trading massive blocks of your limited time just to get a single paycheck. And then you come home utterly exhausted, only to do it all over again the next day. A person working 12 hours a day is fundamentally capped by the limits of human endurance. You only have 24 hours in a day, meaning your earning potential has a hard, physical ceiling. Now contrast that with a completely different number, 2. A system builder might spend just 2 focused hours creating an asset. Instead of running on a treadmill, they're building a machine, writing a piece of software, recording a digital course, setting up an automated digital storefront. Just 2 hours of deep work, but the resulting asset lives out there in the world, generating income for years and years. The income becomes entirely unlinked from the time it took to initially create it. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate fork in the road. On one path, you've got the trap of linear earning. It's a massive inefficiency because if you stop moving, you literally stop earning. But on the other path, you have exponential passive results. The smart worker leverages their time to build a system that runs whether they are awake or totally sound asleep. They're building machines that make money in the background, continuously paying out long after the initial work is done. Section 3, the Smart Worker Toolkit. So we've established the underlying philosophy, but how do we actually execute? What exactly separates the exhausted time trader from the effective system builder? How do you practically stop trading your time for money? Now, what's really interesting here is the exact toolkit smart workers use to replace raw physical effort. First, learning high-income skills. These are capabilities the market values disproportionately to the time it takes to execute them, things like coding, high-level sales, or digital marketing that scale massively. Second, using technology to multiply your presence and clone your efforts. Third, automating repetitive manual tasks so you don't have to do the same chore day in and day out. And finally, investing the capital you generate wisely, turning your money into a 24/7 employee that never clocks out. These 4 elements are the absolute foundation of building a wealth system. Section 4. 4 Rules of Smart Work. Taking that toolkit we just explored, the source text lays out an overarching, step-by-step blueprint. This is the operational manual for putting those tools into direct, daily action. This is exactly how you structure your journey. It breaks down into a continuous, incredibly powerful cycle. Step 1, learn valuable skills so you're deeply capable. Step 2, solve real problems, because where there's friction in the market, there is immense financial opportunity to be captured. Step 3, create assets. This is the crucial leap where you shift from just doing a task to building a lasting solution. And step 4, invest consistently to compound those wins over time. Learn, solve, create, invest. It's a loop that completely overrides that old work harder mentality. Section 5, the millionaire mindset shift. We've explored the tools and the blueprint, but honestly, none of it works without a total rewiring of how you view your own time. To truly start your millionaire journey, you have to start thinking way bigger than the hourly wage. True smart work means focusing strictly on results rather than effort. It demands that you stop judging your day by how physically exhausted you are when you go to bed and start judging it by the lasting value of the assets you built that day. It's all about letting your money work for you. It's the profound shift from being a laborer working in the business to being the architect of your own wealth. So the crucial point is this harsh but completely true reality. Hard work makes a living, but smart work makes a millionaire. It acknowledges that yes, hard work certainly has a place. It keeps a roof over your head and food on the table, and there is absolutely honor in that, for sure. But it draws a hard, undeniable line in the sand. If your ambition goes beyond just surviving, if you truly want to build immense wealth, basic survival tactics just won't get you there. You absolutely must pivot to smart work. As we wrap up today's explainer, I want you to ask yourself this one question. Are your systems making money while you sleep, or are you just trading your time? Take a hard look at your own daily routine and your financial trajectory right now. If the answer is that you're still trading hours for dollars, well then today is the perfect day to switch gears. Start learning, start building, let your money work for you, and start thinking bigger. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.